This podcast features intuitive, psychic, and spiritual impressions provided for entertainment and personal development purposes. Nothing in this episode should be considered medical, psychological, legal, or financial advice. The host is not a licensed professional. All guests participate voluntarily and understand that personal stories or emotions may naturally arise. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to the SAEL Podcast. My name is Farah. I'm a psychic medium and channel. And in this podcast, I channel healing energy and guide guests on journeys that serve their highest good. With every episode, we embark on a new teaching, new realizations, new ideas, inspiration for moving forward. I invite you to remember to guide your own being from within with every step you take, including while listening to each podcast episode. For every human being is unique and individual, and teachings may arise that may or may not apply to all beings, and they may not apply to the guests themselves in every moment of their lives, except for the moment in which it is shared. So I invite you to join and to listen with discernment, guided with your own inner knowing, to take on what resonates and discard the rest. There are times in our lives when we embrace who we are for all of that we come with, and there are times when we do embrace who we are, of instinct, of pure recognition, of acceptance. And what is mirrored back to us, or what's being projected onto us, is not in alignment with our own sense of who we are, how we relate to who we are, and what we want to make of who we are. And I want you to see that as a resource, as an ingredient, as a obstacle that develops strength as you encounter it, as you step over it, as you move past it, whether around it, over it, underneath it, or through it. We hear the obstacle is the way. The obstacle is not the way. The obstacle is often on the way as part of the way. It's on the way to make us grow and develop to become the person that reaches the way. It's not the way. It's not the direction. And so don't confuse challenges, the difficult route, the harder experience, the more difficult workout even, or a more rewarding result. There is confusion around that. More effort does not always result in more reward. The right effort equals the best reward. And so to discern what the right effort means for the variety and the diversity and the multitudes of paths that exist for all of us humans, it would limit you. We can define that for you, and you have to decide and design the path for yourself based on who you truly are within. Right now, it doesn't seem that it is. It seems that it hasn't been what is within dictating the environment, but mostly, or most people, the other way around. And that's the shift that society is transitioning into. A world in which there are universes in each and every one of us. And the master of each of those universes is the soul, the individual soul. And this doesn't make people take from each other, steal from each other, manipulate each other, violate each other, but dance and move around another fluidly and more peacefully, because sustenance is through collaboration, indeed, but generates authentically from within. And when each is sufficed, the whole is as well, and as a result. The time to move in that transition is not then, is not tomorrow, is not when it's all happening, is not when we watch other people catch on. It is here and now in you. It's catching on with you right now. It's speaking of you and through you and flowing into your ears for you, planted in your heart and your being. And so that you know the change is already yours. There is no time to wait to change the system as it already is, to rescue everyone behind. Everyone has their own calling. Everyone's hearing exactly the message, the call to action that is suitable, designed for them. And you, if this is what you hear today, it's designed for you too. It's meant to find you. It's there to embrace you, to cultivate within you what serves as a light post for decades to come. Don't ignore the message when you hear it. Understand it, listen to it again if you must, but do not ignore the call for light to reign in a world that dimmed it. Time to heal and time to take action. Time to rest, time to move past, time to celebrate. Know the time now. What is this time for you today? What does today's time call forth? More rest, more joy, more mindfulness, more action, more connection, more letting go, more surrender, more activity and engagement, more showing up, more fueling the fire. What is it for you today? Know that times change, but there won't be a moment like this one. And so we must attune to what this moment requires and embrace it, move with it. Join this moment. Be with it. Don't ignore the call for this time. When the message you hear in this meditation is your call for this moment, because not everyone will hear it now. And if you hear it today, it's your calling. It found you. What a joy. Rewards always show up on the way, not only at the end, but also on the way when we begin. When we begin to answer the call of who we are, of who we came here to be, life supports, life nudges, life answers, life steps up and moves. Life moves for us. You don't have to take all the action alone, you know? You can request support. You can witness and mindfully contemplate the next best word, speak, or move to make. You can release the burden of knowing all the time. You didn't come here to know the full picture all at once. You would have skipped much of the gold in between the not knowing and the full knowing. And so we must embrace the process of putting all the pieces of the puzzle together until we reach that beautiful end outcome. I call for you to leave what you know. If what you know isn't what you wish to continue to accept or live by, I call for you to move through obstacles on the way with grace, with fulfillment for the growth they instill and instigate within. I call for your guides, for our guides, to enable us to move beyond the distractions, the hurdles, the noise, the pushbacks that we may encounter, and so that we reach the end outcome we had been promised. To fulfill why we are here, and so that we may live in union. Again, and for once more. I call upon your spirit to be empowered and self-sustain you forward, so that the blindness dissipates and has no force over your heart's knowing. I call upon divine angels to surround and guide us as we embark on this adventure, so that we may release the heavy weights that burden the journey and sail with ease and fluidity, with openness and readiness for what may come across the path. I release you to your higher being and pray that you find the very best next act today, in this moment. I wish you well. May this be the sign of our time, May this call to action, this invitation, this invocation, this channeled guidance in meditation be the reward you seek on your path. The reminder, the anchor, the push, the way on your way today. I wish you sovereign being, and I'll see you on the next one. Have a beautiful day. Be well, and thank you for joining. Be blessed. Thank you for joining. If you wish to participate as a guest on this podcast, you can submit an interest form below in the show notes. To learn more about SAEL and the intuitive guidance and coaching, I invite you to join my Substack community where I share channeled reflections, insights, and more. Join me at withsael.com. That's WITHSAEL.com. I wish you sovereign being and hope to see you on the next one with light and love and healing for all. Your host and SAEL.